Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel today. I am your host, Trinity. Now, please make sure you're subscribed, click the little bell, and all of that good stuff. I talk a lot about comics, movies, and even music on occasion. So, today is New Comic Book Day, and I'm going to be presenting my comic book pull list. If you don't know what a comic book pull list is, there should be a video right up here where you can go and learn more about that in case you're new into comics or just don't know what it is. Now, today I'm going to get started on my comic book pull list by showing you something. One reason why you should get out to your local comic book shop and support them is sometimes you get free stuff. Not only do you get free comic book day once a year, but you also sometimes get like these free Marvel previews. And these things here, they usually hand out for free. It just kind of, goes over some of the comic books that are getting ready to come out in the future, or sometimes they're just showcasing different books that are going to be coming out soon. So you should definitely get out and check it out. And this one's a little bigger than usual. This one's just the previews, and a lot of times what they do is they have the previews of the upcoming issues, and this one looks like it just has a little bit of different stuff in it. So that's definitely one reason you should get out and support your local comic book shop. And as always, well, not always, I guess, I'm here at my local comic book shop, Bases, Cards, and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and just all of those different social media sites where you should go and check them out, give them a follow and give them a like. So getting into my comic book pull list, today I'm going to be going through Marvel first as usual, but today we've got House of X, issue number 3. Now, I have been, I'm one issue behind here. I didn't get Powers of X read last week, but these House of X and Powers of X series has been pretty good. Jonathan Hickman's doing a pretty good job over there writing this series, just kind of, updating the X-Men in the Marvel universe, and it's been pretty good so far. I can't wait to get into this House of X number 3. The next one I have here is Thanos, issue number 5. Now, I am an issue behind here as well, but I gotta tell you, this series has been a little weird, kind of, I wouldn't say hit and miss, just a little bit odd, little bit different version of Thanos than we've probably seen in the past and in other books, but there's only one issue left on these, so I guess I'm all in for these for the next couple of issues on here. But it hasn't been terrible, just some odd things going on there with our boy Thanos. The next one I have here is Spider-Man Life Story, issue number 6. If you guys haven't been reading this one, I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Absolutely great read. I cannot wait to read this book. This is the last in this series. You guys shouldn't wait for trade paperbacks. Go out to your local comic book shop and check out the single issues. This story has been great. It's been telling the story of Peter Parker from the 60s when he first got bit all the way up to where we are right now in the 2010s. Like I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on this series. Chip Zdarsky's been doing a very good job writing this book, and Mark Bagley's been doing a pretty good job drawing it as well. Excellent book, excellent series. Definitely, it's one of those series I've been hearing a lot of people talk about. I wish they would do more of these with some of the other characters like Captain America, Iron Man, and different things like that. And that would be a very interesting one to do. The next one I have here is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, issue number 11. And look at that cover. That cover's pretty cool. So it makes me wonder, what's going on in here? What's going on in this store? We got Mary Jane sitting there in the Spider-Man outfit. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with that series that's getting ready to start up pretty soon, The Amazing Mary Jane. But I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out. But other than that, Tom Taylor's been doing a great job writing this Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I think he's been writing this the series good. He's got Peter Parker being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I really like this series. You guys should definitely check that out. Now, the next one I have here is Captain America, issue number, 13? 13 already. Man, this is flying by. Now, I am, I believe, one issue behind here on the Captain America series, but I've got to say that I've enjoyed what Ta-Nehisi Coates, right, has been doing with this series. Captain America just having to go back and basically gain the respect of the American people after the fallout of what happened in the Secret Empire story. And in case you guys don't like Secret Empire, you guys should go read it. It's kind of what got me back into reading. Well, it wasn't that. It was actually a lot of Captain America's story leading up to that and then through that series. So it's something I've definitely liked. The last Marvel book that I have here today is Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 28. 28? 28. And you guys can see, look at that, man. Yeah, that's right, man. We got Ryan Otley there drawing just the cover. He's only doing the cover on this. He's not the person here doing the rest of the work on the inside. Who's doing the art in here? God, where is it? The penciler is Kev Walker, and then the inker is John Dell. Laura Martin and Andrew Crossley are the colorists, and VC's Joe Caramanga is on lettering. just Amazing Spider-Man's been a little bit weird. I'm not sure quite what's going on in this story right now. Just some odd things going on, and I guess over here the next couple of issues we're gonna probably learn more about that. And we've had that looming threat in the background over the pretty much the whole series. Somebody that we haven't yet met, other than knowing, just calling them kindred. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna see where that's leading up to here pretty soon. Now I am going to go into. I don't have any DC books this week, but I'm going to go ahead and go into small press and indie issues. And this one right here is a #1 on Dark Horse Comics called Tommy Gun. What is it? Tommy Gun Wizards. And I've never read this before. It's a #1, obviously. I haven't read it before, but it just kind of looked a little bit interesting to me. I kind of read what it was about. It's covering, like, I don't know, how would you say, like the old school, like Prohibition days, Scarface, Al Capone and things like that, but with a little bit of a twist. So it sounded interesting. I'm gonna pick up this #1 and see how that is. Now the next one I have here is on IDW Comics, and I've liked the other series I've been reading out of IDW Comics, which was Kanto. I've got to bring you guys those reviews for issues 1 through 3, but it's been really good. But this one is what is it called? Mountainhead. Issue #1, I kind of read a summary about what this issue is supposed to be about. Sounds like something that interested me, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up this #1, see if it's something I'm going to put on my pull list. And with more indies going on my pull list, man, might have to be time to start edging out some of the Marvel comics. I don't know. I guess we're going to see how that goes. The next ones I have here are on Vault Comics, and I've read a couple of the other issues from Vault Comics before, and I got to tell you, I like what they're doing over at Vault Comics. I've only read a couple of their titles, but I've really liked them so far. And this week we've got on Vault Comics, we got The Mall. Okay, or is it just Mall? It's just Mall, the Mad Haven, issue #1. I believe this is a variant cover of the actual original cover. I did see that. I think it was probably the original cover. Looks like the price already went up on this, but I can't wait to read this one. Looks pretty interesting. I believe this is kind of an apocalyptic type of future as well. So I guess we'll read that and see what's going on to that. Now this next one was one I wasn't so for sure if I wanted to get or not, but like I said, I've read some of these Vault comic books and I've liked what they are. But this is a #1. What is the Necromancer and the Necromancers and the Map? The Necromancer's Maps. Issue #1. I guess we're going to see how this goes, see if it's a good #1. If it's not, I don't know. I'll do a review of it and let you guys know that as soon as I get that read. But like I said, I've read a couple of these other Vault comics, these other issues on Vault Comics. I like what they're doing over there. Seems like they're running a pretty tight ship and bringing us some good quality content. And this is another one. This next book is one that I was actually talking about that I've read, and that is Sarah and the Royal Stars, issue #2. And I've got to tell you, I read the first issue of these. I thought it was pretty good. I want to see where it leads to. Hopefully this issue #2 is good. I thought the first one did a good job. Again, introducing us to the characters, setting up the story of exactly what we're going to be getting in the future of this book. And I hope it continues to be the same. No different in this book. Now, my last book that I have here is another book that I got to tell you, it's on Vault Comics that I absolutely loved when I read issue #1. And that is Resonant, issue #2. Now, if you guys didn't get to read Resonant issue #1, what are you waiting for? You guys need to get out and read this. I'll tell you, maybe you didn't go buy it because I didn't do my comic book review on it, which I will be doing very soon. I'll do issue #1 and issue #2 and bring those reviews to you guys. Just the 2 books that I've read out of Vault Comics so far have been really excellent. So I'm going to give a little bit more of their books some attention, so I can see how they are and see, is it just the titles I've read, or is it more? Are they just doing just an up and coming indie comic press over there? Again, like I said, I've really liked what they're doing. I've got some reviews that have dropped here throughout the week here this past week, and I've got more that I'm going to be bringing to you guys. Because that's what I talk about here on the channel, right? Comic books, you gotta love it. Anyway, that's all I have for my comic book pull list this week. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your pull list this week, and what of these issues would you like me to talk about more on the Trailer Park Live this Friday? In case you don't already know, every single Friday I do a show called the Trailer Park Live, in which I go over some of the comic books that I pulled for the week, and then I get in and talk about some of the issues and things going on that have happened throughout the week, be it in comics, movies, or just other things going on out there in the world. And I kind of get a little bit more personal. You kind of get to know me a little bit better, but you got to be careful, because I do that on Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's not so much for kids. I kind of get rated rated R on there. It's not like the PG-13 stuff that you get during my normal videos here during the week. But again, that's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the 2nd Street Marvel. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed. Click the little bell so you get notifications anytime I have uploaded new content. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't, give it a thumbs down. I honestly don't care, but it seems a little bit odd why you'd not like a video of me talking about my comic books that I'm taking home for the week, right? Anyway. And while you're at it, make sure you share with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the 2nd Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Get out and support your local comic book shop. Happy reading, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.